Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to RSF1's F4 division. It is round number 7 of the championship. I think I've got that right. Yeah, round 7 of the season. We're here at the Canadian Grand Prix, one of my personal favourites on the calendar. Expect a lot more overtaking this week. Last week in Monaco was a very good Monaco race, actually, by standards. We had no safety car. The only tier that did, or the only tier that didn't have a safety car. It's fantastic. Are we going to make up for that today? I kind of hope so, because miss the drama of it, miss the, uncertainty of who's going to get the strategy right. But still, this could be a very entertaining race. Always is. But I'm sure these guys will not disappoint. My name is RSF1 Brundle. And today I am joined by, not by Vettel today. He unfortunately has had some problems with his equipment. He will be back shortly or soon. But so as soon as he does that, we have backups coming in, and thankfully, and I thank him very, very much, we have Captain Hook himself, part of the A team, Mr. Rebster.
Good evening, Brundle. Part of the A team.
Sorry, mentioning both your nicknames that you've got now.
The last one is quite new to me, so okay.
Well, it's the Timberlake thing. Surely you've seen it.
I've seen it, mate. Of course I have. But I didn't know it was going to stick.
I remember it, and it's going to stick in my mind for a while. How are you feeling tonight? All good?
Yeah, I'm fine. I've literally just walked in the door, mate, so I'm just rushing to get everything done. Wasn't expecting to be doing comms tonight, but it's not an issue. I am here and willing to help. Just hope you have a good race, mate.
Yeah, as I said, Canada always seems to bring out good league racing. It brings out the overtaking, but you've also got the very close walls, which are susceptible for wing damage, and the lovely two words that I'm famous for, corner cutting as well. So hopefully there won't be too much of that, but bearing in mind, results may jumble when people cross the line. So let's bear that in mind, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
Get things underway, eh? Yeah, go on.
Congratulations for last night, first place. What a race! I didn't think
Yeah,
in the beginning you was going to be Captain Corner Cutter of the night. You started off pretty quick on the corners.
Yeah, it did have an ominous feel in like the first few laps, but I kept it together. I wasn't going to mention it too much in this because I've got to focus on the F4. But yeah, I could have a little bit of humbleness, I guess, from it. But yeah, it was a good race in F2 in general, and it had a sprinkling of rain halfway through as well. So perhaps we can have that tonight.
That's right. Let's wait and see. I'm just going to quickly restart my headset, mate, because I have no in-game sound.
Okay, no problem. If you just normally plug it back in, or it just sorts out from Q2. Ah, okay. Right, let's have a look around. So 18 drivers here tonight. Very healthy amount, which is always good to see. But there is a couple of things we need to mention as we get underway in Q1. Is Schumacher SF7 in the Ferrari has a race ban. He has it from Monaco, I believe, last week, which is unfortunate, but he will be back in France to continue. The other thing as well, it could be quite significant in the championship, is Quaker Oats and the Red Bull has a qualifying ban. It will be starting from the back of the grid this week. Be interested to see what he can do from the back. He has been very consistent and strong over the start compared to his teammate. He's still second in the championship, but this is a massive opportunity for our current championship leader, Kid Cudi, qualifying king of F4 so far, but he was pipped to the post by Blazer Guns last week in Monaco, only just as well, so he'll be keen to get back on top once again. 12 viewers so far, and I've just been given the news, Rebster. There's a light rain at the start of the race.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, and it's going to dry up. And it's going to dry up by the end as well. That could be interesting.
Very interesting, mate. Very interesting. Let's see what they do then. Right. Who's first round? What have we got? Have we got some times already there? Then Brundle Junior's on a
Yeah.
1:11.
Yeah, 9-9. 9-9 from Scotsman, a 10-1 from Cuddy.
Yeah.
Comes through, 10-2 from Koala.
Yeah. Yeah, Koala, one to be watching. I was watching the race last week. He seems to get himself in a little bit of a twist at times. So we'll just.
Yeah, he's had a difficult start to the season. He's only had 6 points coming into this race, so he'd be hoping to. I believe he actually picked up his first points last time out. 9-1 from Wobbles.
Nice one, Wobbles.
Nice.
Just
That's.
Fathers. That is a good lap.
Yeah. I was going to say F4 times. What are we expecting? I was going to say 8s would be quite quick around here, but I think we're going to get here.
I think we're definitely going to get 8s, mate, by the look of it. I'm kind of doing 9.5s, so yeah, 8s I don't think would be out of the question.
Wobbles is another one to notice as well, because he picked up his first points last time out in Monaco, drove a really good race, did 32 laps on the medium tyre, which everybody was very surprised about. Not the biggest feat of the week. I think there was 38 laps of mediums, if I remember rightly, from F3, I think. But still, Wobbles, yeah, he's kicked up his championship and he's carrying on the momentum.
It looks like it. It looks like it. So what do you think? Well, if we're going to get rain, it's a little bit up in the air, but under normal circumstances, strategies for around Canada, mate.
Well, I did a did 2-stop, medium, soft last night. That seemed to work well for me. The only the only mistake I did was partway through qualifying. I actually planned to have a full set or fresh set of softs to have for the race, but I had to use it late in Q3. But in terms of this race, I actually fully expect everybody in Q2 to start on softs. I don't expect anyone to go on mediums or hards really in Q2, which is a shame. But
yeah, we've got Junior doing a bit of a. Obviously, he's having a lap, had some tyres in, I'll see what they're like. He's out on the hards at the moment in Q1. Somebody's lost their win on the way out.
Damage from somewhere. Yeah. Did see Connor ahead of him. Did he hit somebody or chip the wall? Yeah, it's got in front of him. He's already damaged his front wheel. How's he done that? Unless he got hit by someone? Porter was ahead of them, so maybe he tapped him.
It's hard to hit a wall on the way out of here, I think, isn't it? On the way out the pits.
Way out the pits, yeah. Connor's lagged out. Do you mind getting him back in?
Yeah, sure.
Heath. Backed out there, jumped back into the pits. It's actually quite clever from Junior, I think, if it works for him, because you have to use. Because I'm thinking most of the grid, if not all of it, should use softs in Q2, which means they're going to use their softs wisely throughout this qualifying if they're going to have a fresh set to really go for in Q3. So Junior can get through on hards. There goes Connor. Yeah, if Junior can get through on hard tyres, that actually benefits for him, because then he'll have more sets to play with in Q2 and Q3.
Yeah. Maybe he's Junior's first week back for a couple of weeks, so yeah, maybe he's got his thinking head on and he's playing the game. Who knows?
11-3 so far, just halfway around the lap.
18 on the grid, so we're going to lose 3 off the out of here, isn't it, Michaels? Badal,
yeah,
sorry.
3.
Yeah. Okay.
Boulder just coming up to the end of the line now, 10.8. Still learning the no assist at the moment. Got that good result in Spain a couple of weeks ago, but he's still gradually getting used to it.
Yeah,
looking to get through the Q2 once again.
I'm absolutely, well, I don't know, champ for Bodder on his new. He's got his new base, his new wheel, and he's really having a go with this no assist, and he's starting to really pull it out now, isn't he?
Yeah, and I kind of expected it. I thought the first few rounds were going to be a bit of a struggle. Connor seems to have some real problems.
Again,
He's gone again.
Getting back in again.
See, so Webber coming across. It's a very good lap. It's a 9-1, just behind Wobble. So at least unless someone else pops into a low 9, we may have a competition for pole position. So good stuff from Webber. Purple last sector. Very nice from Webber.
Well, we've got somebody new tonight. Is a Glock reappearing tonight? I think he's in the pits at the moment. RSF1 Glock.
Yes, I forgot to mention him. He's reserving for Joshua in the McLaren today. So yeah, welcome back, RSF1 Glock. I can't think who he used to be called before then, because I know he's recently changed that.
Flaming, I think it was.
Yeah, I was something Flaming before. So yeah, welcome back, Glock. Flaming, whatever you were before. So hopefully he does well.
Seems to feel he's okay with that time, a 199.
Yeah, I think so. I think low 10, high 9 should be safe. Go through to the next session.
Yeah. Junior's back in the pits. I thought Junior did
on a lap,
better because he quite likes Canada, to be honest.
Yeah, I remember. I spoke to him about it. I said to him, I remember him doing quite well last season. So should be quite good. He needs some points so far because he's on 14 at the moment. But he's, as I said in that review show, in depth look at Matthias in the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I looked at Matthias, I said, go on.
I said, but it does like lighting his back wheels up, but
yeah,
they can do too much around here.
Chow with a 9.4, decent lap from him. Pops himself into third, safely through.
Very nice.
Yeah, I was saying about Junior in the podcast recently that we did. Yeah, those points should at least be 30 added on. He's just been in the wrong place at wrong time at certain races that he's had. So he definitely has the pace, I feel, in this tier to challenge at the top. Maybe he can start today.
Let's hope so. Yeah, definitely has a pace. He wouldn't be in the division if he didn't have the pace. He's just got to knuckle down and get on with it now.
26 viewers, welcome everybody. 5 minutes 30 to go in Q1. We're just filtering through at the moment. Evening to, well, Webber, although he's racing, Glock again, but they told me about the weather earlier on. Someone's on the Twitch account of RSF1 Racing. That might be either, and that must be Shane, I'm guessing. So, oh, okay, fair enough. Evening to Budden and to RSF1 Vettel as well, and Blazer Guns, who again is meant to be racing, although he is in the pit, so I guess he could.
Confusing,
I hate it when they do this.
Reminds me of that old TV programme, I think it was called Bread. Confused you will be on the next episode of Bread. Yeah. Crazy.
Right, let's have a look. Keep an eye on Connor Todd's lap right now, because he's had a all week off his back inside round about turn 6 there. He's had a week off at Monaco, but he had his first race in F4 2 weeks ago in Spain and actually challenged the early pace setter of Kikudi for a very close victory. Got 18 points to his name. I'm interested to see what he does. Purple middle sector is he's on a good lap. Is Connor.
It's a fast little driver, is Connor.
Yeah, used to be in F5, of course. Used to be in F5, of course, isn't he? But he's now into F4, and he's already top of F4, so he's rising up through the ranks, through the final corner. Just about keeps it clean.
See what he can do.
9.6.
Fourth, 9.6. Is he going to be another dyslexic? Who knows? Watch this space over the next few races and we'll find out.
I'll tell you one person who's... Sorry, Russ. I'll tell you one person who's a little bit surprising down here is Cuddy. He's down in 11th at the moment. Although I don't think he's showing his hand.
No, Cuddy is a lot faster than that, I think. Same with Cuddy, as with Quali, gets himself in a few tangles, I think. So, he's fast. It's a bit like me, gets into silly situations, basically. But yeah, he is fast.
Right, as we've got a bit of time to mingle over for Q1, I'll get on a few laps as they come out, because Primus, Koala, Vinny, Bodder and Junior are in a little bit of danger here, but Junior's on a soft lap, so we'll keep an eye on him. Going through the championship very quickly, Cuddy leads the way still after a 5th place in Monaco. Still brought the points home. He's had a good solid start to the season, 97 points. His teammate is in 2nd with 66, Quaker Oats. Then Daniel on 59. Kachal and Raikkonen both on 48 points each. Tomiko 42, Blazer 41, Primus 32, Porter 30, Bodder 23, Schumacher and Conatot on 18, Wobbles 16, Junior 14, Scotsman 13, Webber 9, Koala 6, Vinny on 1, and Joshua yet to score. Unsurprisingly, Red Bull completely flying away at the moment so far. They are 62 points ahead of their nearest rivals, Alpha, who are 2nd on. Then it's Haas in 3rd, and closely followed by Toro Rosso. So this could change. Oh, and Junior. Oh.
Oh, he's invalidated. No, he hasn't. He hasn't invalidated. Wow.
He has.
No,
he has on mine.
Oh right, it's not red on mine. His track is not red on mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it wasn't invalid, I'll be very surprised.
Yeah.
Well up in the inside curb.
I just flicked onto that. I think he's got enough time to get there and go again as he got to save his ERS, get it into zeros, Junior. Get it down the lane, get it into zero and get it back round.
Right, see on Primus as well, he's having a little bit of a struggle, 10.2, but he's up on his time. You can do 2 laps on soft tyres around here, but you've got to make sure you put enough fuel in, so he should be okay.
Right, let's watch
big
Junior.
Pressure, Junior. He's got to keep that valid now.
Yes. I was in a party with in practice session with Primus last night, and he's saying he doesn't feel overly confident around Canada, so we'll have to see how he goes tonight.
Just noticed Primus actually has damage on the front right wing, but he's still got purple middle sector. I don't know how he's done that.
Right.
He's going through. He's going to have a big understeer moment into the last chicane, I'm thinking. Keeps it clean though, so and powers to the line. It's going to be in the 9s. That's a 9.8 despite damage.
Wow, nice to Primus.
Got a solid lap actually.
Yeah,
right, there's Junior.
It's not very comfortable around there. Junior's just coming around the hairpin, mate, going up the back straight.
1.2 seconds up, so as long as he's got this last chicane, this is a horrible feeling coming down to the final corner, because you know you've had such a good lap and it's just this really fast corner, you've got to flip the car in. Here he goes. It's he clipped the wall, he kissed the wall, there's going to be a 9,
yeah,
he's through.
Well, good job, Toe Whip survives another day.
What is Toe Whip?
I have no idea,
to ask.
Mate. Everybody keeps asking me that. I do know, but I'm not saying because they don't want me to.
It's power slide from Bodder as he goes through turn 6. Oh, car wouldn't turn in. The chicane, he's tipped the ball as well.
Trying hard, he's trying hard.
That's it, he's backed off.
Yeah. That's lucky Bodder. So that'll be, yeah.
And Vinny in the Williams has not done it. He was the other person that could have gone through past Koala, but he is out. Here's Vinny. Only just not making it. So those will be your eliminations from Q1.
Yes. Bob will be kicking himself there. I know he's not very well this week. And
Oh,
whether that's played into it a bit. Yeah, he's got a bit of a virus going on. Nothing to do with coronavirus or anything like that. He's just got a little bit of a chest infection, I think. He'll be kicking himself. I know Bodder quite well, and he won't be happy with that. But he'll still score points, I reckon. He's a very good racer, his Bodder. I think he'll score good points. Unless he bins it, obviously. Excuse me.
So early doors. Wobbles and Webber showing the pace up the front, but obviously did anybody else have a little bit to show? Did they hold anything back? What I do in Q1, always leave something on the table back. But eliminated from Q1 is Greater Vinny and the Williams will start 16th, Bodder 17th, and of course Quaker had that qualifying ban, so he will start 18th.
Yes, Quaker. Was there anybody else that had a quali ban tonight? Just Quaker, was it?
Yeah, Quaker quali ban and Schumacher race ban. That was the only ones.
Oh, Schumacher race ban. Wow. Okay.
Do you want to invite Bodder in for a quick chat before we...
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'll let you ask the questions. Go forward in Q2.
He might not come because I know he's got a very sore throat, so he might not. I'd invite him.
Yeah, there is that. It's up to you. I'm a little bit surprised. Oh, he's after the party. Did you mean to do that? Okay. Right, so through into Q2, and I'm a little bit surprised actually, because we have medium tyres, so... So if it is raining, that doesn't make sense to me actually. If it's raining, you wouldn't need to use medium tyres. Surely you go fastest tyres on the softs, but we've got Blazer, Primus, Glock, Onatods, all on mediums so far out the pits. A little bit of a confusion for me personally, but okay, fair enough. These guys know better than me. Anyway, so here we go. So Primus on board now. And the last chicane. I don't know where Reb's just gone. I think he's asking Bodder whether he wants to that or not. But okay, so Blazer, always first to set a qualifying lap in Q2, is going to be first once again. He comes into the final corner. You got to keep this clean up on the inside here. He comes out of the final corner into turn 1, open up the DRS. Down to this first 90-degree left hand, and you've got to sort of hug the apex through turn 2. And then turn 3 is technically that. I don't even know it's flat out, but 4 and 5 is this first chicane. You've got to keep to the curbs. 6 and 7 completely flat out. Turn 8 into this chicane, not too far on the curb on the inside. Open up the DRS on this little straight underneath the tunnel. This is the trickiest chicane of them all because going underneath the tunnel is kind of a bit thing with the lighting, but he's done that very nicely. And now into the hairpin. Hello, welcome back, Webster, and hello, Bodder.
Hello. Hello. Hi, Bodder. I'm guessing you're not too happy with that, mate. Q3, out of Q3.
It is what it is. You know, I was sick the last 2 days, and like the last 3 days I've done zero practice, I've just been basically in bed. So, look, it's not an excuse. Start from the back, you know, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but wet race.
We did notice, but it's just wet at the beginning, isn't it? Right now, towards the end.
It says for the first 20 minutes, so it's safe for the first 20 laps. You could say 18 laps.
Oh, cool. Yeah. And how you feeling about that? I know you went and well, just your driving standards generally, mate. I would expect you to get points out of this race at least, especially being a Toro guy.
Definitely hope so. I was in the party with Ryan beforehand, and he was doing TT on the wets, and he did a 21.3. And I was like, wow, that's really fast. I'll have a go myself. And then 5, 6, 7 laps later, I did a 21.1. So,
Oh, wow.
it can be done. I'm looking forward to the wet.
Yeah, you've just got to keep that back at the. I was nearly swore then. You've got to keep the back end pretty straight, mate, in the race. I can't say it.
You know me. You want to see me in TT? I was coming out of corners very sideways. But the thing was, my delta was getting greener and greener. I was like, yeah, this is really working.
I saw you light your tyres up on it a couple of times on qualifying. I'm like, they don't like it like that, them softs, mate.
No, I was like, you can tell I haven't practiced. You can tell straight away.
Yeah.
Oops, that's too much trial. So yeah. Interesting race. Probably the best thing about starting the back is it gets all the action to fold in front of me. So hopefully it won't get collected in it. But
Well done. Alright then, mate. Good luck for your race.
nice one, guys. Have a good one. Hopefully,
Yeah, maybe.
Tom is amazing. What done for Tom's line? He's absolutely amazing. He's on the ball. He's flying.
Is he? Excellent. Excellent.
He's looking
That'd be
crazy.
another Twisto guy.
That is. How did you know that, Webster? Of course, another
No
Twisto.
pressure, Tom.
Go on, those hands.
No
No pressure,
idea.
Tom.
Please, guys.
Be good, brother. Have a good race, mate. Right, there we go. So,
We're doing slightly better. I was gonna ask him actually. He's gonna go for wet setup or dry setup.
well, interesting. Let's see if we get somebody in from this queue. What their idea on that is.
Oh, right, God. That was
Jesus.
close. You saw that as well, didn't you? Right, I was saying as you were getting Bodder in. So it's raining at the start, and you know I'm sure you understand my confusion. Why there's several people on medium tyres.
Yeah.
So if it's raining, they wouldn't be using mediums now, would they? They'd be using intermediates. So why are they not on softs?
I don't know, mate. But do you know what? Have they checked their weather?
It's the first thing I do, so I'm hoping they did.
Same, but yeah. Like I just said, the first 20 minutes rain. Is it light rain, medium rain? Excuse me.
And then there's the question, right? Because what we had last night in F2, because it was raining, and it was raining pretty bad, but it never got to a point of intermediate tyres. Are we going to have that situation where it's raining, but they're still on dry tyres?
Exactly. And
Which, by the way, is horrible.
what was it somebody
you
told
think-
me last week? If it rains in Canada, the rain becomes hard very fast.
That was actually.
So that's what I
I
was
noticed
told.
that last night as well.
Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I've either had it. Many times I've had rain in Canada, it's been full wets, and it's you can't see in front of your face, right? You literally can't see in front of your face. I'm sure we've all been there. You know what I'm saying? You've been there, bundle for sure. I know that.
Ah, okay. Glaucus just mentioned that. Yeah, it says light rain with damp conditions, so it'll be dry tyres. I don't know how you can tell that just by looking at the stuff, I guess. But you're right. Wobbles. Currently medium tyres. Set the pace in Q1. We've already got Webber, top, who set his lap on medium tyres with a 9.6 ahead of several people who are on softs. Webber's definitely on it this week.
He is definitely on it because what did Wobbles do? A 9-1, wasn't it? I think on the softs, and
They were both 9-1s.
both 9-1s and a 9-6 on the mediums. A 5/10 difference
That's
between
about right.
the soft and the mediums is about right, mate. Yeah, so they're consistently putting in the laps.
Oh, Bodder! Jesus!
Oh,
Jesus Christ. I just backed out of Wobbles because he's got into lower ERS. He's backed off for some reason. Go flicking straight to Bodder, and I just catch him as he goes flying into turn one with just no.
I hope you didn't
He went
flick on
sideways.
because he's not in this qualifying.
Porter. I meant Porter. He was so sideways into turn one. That was brilliant. That was
Porter.
Tokyo Drift cutter style.
See, now here's another consistent driver is Porter, but just a bad luck on the last couple of races, you know.
Yeah, he had like a really strong start to the season as Webber goes faster with a 9.5. Is that necessary? And Webber, why have you done 5 laps on those mediums? You guys are confusing me.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to stay out on them, would you? I don't get that
No,
either.
you wouldn't want to start on them. Oh, Porter, this is a good solid lap from Porter. Could be in the 9s. 9.6, that might see him through.
That's a bit better, Porter. That's a bit better, mate.
Now, meantime, went on the 9.8 on medium, so he's looking strong tonight as well. Don't count him out for pole.
I've just looked at Junior's time. He's done 9.99. Just gonna
Try and hit that lap again. Try and hit it again, Junior.
Excuse me.
Actually, no. Like a 9 flat, exactly.
Is Porter banging out another lap there because he's on mode 4?
Oh, jeez, he's got barely any ERS and no fuel, but yeah, he's a 10th and a bit up, so...
He's going for it.
Leaving nothing on the table, though. Look, so... Yeah, so that's the only thing I'm concerned... The only thing I'm concerned with, because he's done 5 laps on those mediums.
Yeah, I don't understand.
They're going to be... So, yeah, that's the thing. If they do start on dry tyres, any advantage he has over soft, he's going to lose it because he stayed out so long on them.
That's just going to do something like medium hard, because the hard tyre comes into play with the wet, doesn't it?
It is a well-known thing, but not well-known, but that's why I recommend it's a 9.5 from Raikkonen. These times are very close, actually, I've just noticed. 10th from 1st to 6th.
It's good, isn't it?
Top 10 looks tasty. Yeah. Apparently, if it's in damp conditions, apparently the harder the tyre, the best grip you're going to have. Oh, there's Primus. Hello. There's a cameraman there. Yeah, apparently the softs in damp conditions are the worst to have. Hards or mediums when it's raining but still dry tyres. If that makes sense. It's confusing, but...
Sorry, I've got laughing. Button, thank you, Button. Rest to put on Inters anyway, because I put Inters on in Monaco. Thanks for that, mate.
Easily done, though. 10 fat from Primus, not good enough.
No, not good enough.
Who's under pressure? Connor needs to do a lap. We've got 3 minutes to go, so it's fine. Cuddy. Cuddy's not... Whoa, a 10th one from Cuddy. Is he genuinely struggling, or is it just me? Or is he gone full wet setup?
Well,
it is baffling me.
Yeah.
It's my only thing I've...
What did Cuddy go in Q1? Where did he place in Q1?
It was like 10th. He only just got through. He was 14th.
Maybe yes. Oh no, Connor Todd gets on the grass. That's not good for him. He's back to that now. Yeah, maybe he has got a wet setup on, mate.
It's the only thing I can see, because he's never struggled like this.
No.
Unless he despises Canada. Could be that.
I haven't seen a lot of these guys practice. Obviously, I've seen some of the F5 boys practice.
Yeah.
I normally do watch the F4 race. I wouldn't know whether he was going for a wet setup or not. I don't know. Or should we say an intermediate setup, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a gamble though, because if it's mixed conditions, you kind of really want to go halfway, to be honest, or maybe don't change it at all, because then you'll be faster at the end of the race.
Yeah.
It's the only reason, but he's back in the pits now. It's a big pressure championship leader. He's never been eliminated from Q1, never, or Q2. He's
Well, unless
always
he's
made
gonna
it through
get
the
back
top
out.
10. Ah, Weber a 9-2, and he's on softs. So those worn
Yeah.
mediums, he will not be on them.
No. So he was obviously. See, he might not be looking to do a long stint on their medians. I don't know.
Oh, Koala, hello. Oh, he's just getting out of the way. Never mind. Right, so who's under pressure here? So Junior's on the bubble. Connor Todd's has made himself safe on an 8-9. Hello.
The Junior's 3 laps on the mediums.
That throws him in a mix. Now that puts Junior out. Daniel on the bubble as well. Kachal's also down there, as is Porter. Although Porter might be safe, but not in terms of position.
No.
No flags going over Junior into the hairpin, slightly wide, but gets a good
come
line
on,
out.
Junior. I missed his second time.
edge of
I don't know
fuel.
if he's up or down or whatever.
Oh, taps a little bit.
Cuddy's
Cuddy's out.
Cuddy's out, so he's definitely not going through.
It's him in the pits. He's done enough. Oh, Junior's in as
No,
well. That's
Junior's
him
out.
done.
That's him done.
Junior's out.
Junior, Q2, I'd expected you to get through to Q3, mate.
Primus is just missed the cut by a second,
Yeah.
not even that. He's missed
So
the line.
what's Scotsman going to be doing?
Scotsman and Koala.
Is on a lap.
They're all on back straight. Daniel and Scotsman is the last corner. I think this might be all right. Oh, he's out of fuel.
No.
Oh,
no. Oh, Koala. It's Koala. Not enough. Okay.
Oh, he ran out of fuel. He was on a good lap, I think. So if he had just enough, I think would have gone through.
Yeah.
Oh, Connor, retire, please. We've got drivers very close to one another. Come on. Please. Oh, this is bad.
Yeah.
Come on, Connor.
There we go.
Oh,
we
no, that's a car out.
Yeah.
It's 2 out. That was Kachal. This is what happens. It's running that risk, though, isn't it? Having it right at the end of the session.
Yeah. You need to leave. It's like going out late, but you need to leave enough time to get back in. Oh, there goes a Renault as well.
I think it was just Kachal, though.
Okay.
Which is so unfortunate. Let's have a look. Oh, it's Porter as well. It's Porter as well.
I saw Renault go
Oh
at the
my
back.
god, why?
So we've got 8 going through now, mate.
It's annoying. I hate it. I hate this thing that it's
Yeah.
there. And I always personally encourage people, you know, if you're in the pits, just waiting, you know, retire as soon as possible. But again, others say, you know, that you run that risk if you put a lap in very, very late.
Yeah.
So
we are losing Porter, Chow, Junior, Primus. Oh, it's gone now. Primus, Kid Cuddy, and Koala, I think it was, wasn't it?
Kid Cudi, Koala, and Scotsman.
Scotsman, that's the answer, mate. Okay,
It's
on to
only
Q3.
8. Jeez.
Sorry for those guys that got knocked out of you was through.
Up to you who you want to invite
Shane,
for
this sucks in
Q2.
that sense. What, sorry, Brundle, say it again, mate.
Up to you who you want to invite from that list.
Let's get Junior in, shall we?
Kind of thought you would. Kind of thought you would be Junior.
Yeah.
Tell you though, the biggest shock for me is Kid Cudi, 13th. If he is on a full wet setup that's compromised his pace, that's a huge, huge gamble. But it does mean, for the second time in 2 weeks, someone else is going to be on pole because he was dominating it until Monaco. Who's going to take it this time?
Let's see if he'll come and chat to us.
Why is that stupid camera angle behind the wall?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Make sure I'm not on that. Right, so Blazer, yet again, he always is out first. This is the one thing that Blazer always does. Always first out at qualifying. Hard, and he's always first out. Right, let's ride on board with Blazer guns. So hopefully he doesn't invalidate, because otherwise it ruins the whole thing of this hot lap. But into the final chicane we go. Get a good exit out. Don't wiggle like what he did, but never mind. Going down into turn 1, crossing the line. Turn 1, braking quite nicely. Ah, he's invalid. I knew it. As soon as he turned in far too early. Right, Tomiko. He's invalid as well. Block. No!
Wow. The invalidations aren't coming up on my track map, so that's a bit weird.
Right. Daniel, let's go. Right, turn 3 and 4. Let's resume this. Almost like I had a curse there. It was 3 in a row. 3 in a row, cut turn 1. Right. Going through turn 5 and 6. 19.5 first sector. Very nice. Into the second chicane. Gotta be careful because the car wants to step out. They did twice there. But then this is the trickiest one because you've got to go under the bridge. Your braking point is as you hit the shadow. Clips the first part. Very nicely. So what you need to do. Then into the hairpin, he's got a few cars in his way. Tomiko gets well out of the way, which is good. Into the hairpin, second gear, kind of hold the car, wait for it, patiently, and away you go. Onto the back straight, into overtake mode, DRS, wide open. And it's just that long way to the final chicane. You've got to judge your braking points so perfectly. Make sure you keep it clean. Watch for the wall on the outside. Takes that very nicely, and it's going to be a 10.0. I think it's going to be an 8.
Yeah,
and there is.
There you go, an 8.8. Is it 8?
An 8.8 from Weber.
Yeah.
Could have got an 8.888, but so close. 8.85 will do.
Yes.
Oof.
Wonder if anybody will get a 666.
Both Wobbles and Glock. Glock has invalidated his second run. Wobbles has invalidated his first run. Oh, Blazer, hello. Oh, and again. Oh!
No.
Oh, Blazer. Blazer's another one under no traction. He's used it longer than Bodder, but he still has these moments every now and again. And there was another one. Car snapped him in as he came out of the hairpin and then snapped again.
Just what to Tom, he's coming up the back straight. Bodder said he was on fire, let's see what he does. He didn't catch his sector time, but let's see what times he's putting in.
Very nice for the last chicane. All that commitment, that last corner. It's not going to be in the 8s, but it's a 9.4.
That's good.
Second for now.
That's good, yeah. He's got another run at it yet, as we know. Welcome them back in the pits. He didn't fancy that too much, didn't he?
Wobbles with a 19.2 first sector. That's a very good first sector. Anything like low 19 and you're on for a good lap as he sets off. And he showed the pace in Q1 and Q2 to challenge Webber and Connor. 41-1.
Seems to be on fire tonight. How should be happy?
I'm happy as well.
Oh,
One of my teammates in Ferrari.
You're a Ferrari
He's alone.
boy, aren't you?
He's a lone Ferrari as well. He's a lone Ferrari all by himself. He comes into the final chicane. You got to aim for like the first curb. Clip the gas a little bit. Oh. Understeered him into the wall. Cost him a little bit of time. It's not going to be an 8. It's a 9.5. There's time there. There's time there because he made a big mistake that last chicane. He had to back out of it, otherwise he was going to be in the wall. So, first run. 5 times on the board. More time to be found, pretty sure.
Yeah, who are we waiting on? The only outlet I think we've got at the moment is
Glock.
in it, yeah.
Is that Glock? It is. Jeez.
Talk
A lot
about
of
tight on the corner, but crikey.
There's a lot of sliding here tonight.
There is a
So
lot
from
of
Border, Porter amazingly in turn one. Now Glock's doing a little bit of it. A little bit of a tip. It doesn't make you go faster. It looks cool though.
Yeah, but there's quite a drifty key. They're all trying to follow suit.
Right, so with the way Glock's doing this, Raikkonen as well, because he's on an outlap as well, the way they're doing it is they're going to get one run here and then probably just have enough time for a run at the end if they have another set of tyres.
Yes,
The
if
benefit of having a short lap.
trying to think what they used up for, but
Also, it depends what tyre selection they picked. All comes down to that as well.
yeah. Talking to that, and what selection did you take last night? I'm guessing you went on a balanced.
Yeah, balanced.
Yeah.
Balanced is the kind of the go-to one, really, to be honest.
And you get the extra set of softs if you go on balanced, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Glock
Or is he
again.
Is he invalidated
Yeah,
that? Yeah.
Yeah. Getting good. You're getting good at calling whether they have or not. That's good. Yeah, too far on the inside of that curb, so that puts him under a little bit of pressure. So now he's got to make a choice. Does he go for another lap or pit? Pit, and it leaves him one lap to do.
Yeah.
Going again. Oh, did he? Oh no, that's disaster. No, I know what he's just done as well, because if you cut that last corner as you begin a lap, it invalidates the one you're about to start.
Yeah.
So exactly what he's done there.
Yeah. This and the next
Now
lap.
he's got to rush back to the pits.
So Raikkonen,
Right.
he's going to stick his time in. What's he got?
No, he was invalid. 9-6.
Oh.
It was invalid though.
Oh,
There's a lot of that going on today, isn't there? This Q3 is.
the nerves, mate. The nerves are getting to them. So we're obviously in for a good race.
Connor's invalid somewhere as well.
Wow.
There's a
They
lot
can't
of
get the
it.
laps in. They can't get the laps.
It's a pressure thing about Q3. It really
is, mate.
is. It's
I would say that
Doesn't bode well for the race.
It's the lone Ferrari just leading the pits. So where's the other Ferrari driver then tonight?
well, Schumacher had a race ban, didn't he? So
Oh,
I
race
don't think
ban,
we had a
yeah.
reserve for him. Yeah.
Oh dear, that's not good. Cummings.
But Wobbles is on pace, so for me personally, that's what I want to see.
Yes, well,
Right.
of course. So it's Tom. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
I
let
just
you get one
noticed
up
this.
from me.
I just noticed that Tom and Wobbles are close to one another. Well, if we want to start that, then.
Right, Blazer is on a net lap. Can he get it this time? You're right,
Yeah.
though, Bundle. The pressure, mate, is getting to him. It is. I'm loving it.
Well,
It makes. I'm thinking it's going to be a good race.
I had it in last night as well in Q3, and I felt good going into it because I was near the top in Q1 and Q2. I just feel, really confident, almost overconfident, that you're going to nail the lap. But this is the pressure. This is what now it's just one lap pretty much for most of these guys. They've got to nail it.
Absolutely.
They've got to keep it clean. And it's
Yeah,
that
you're not
question of
kidding.
how do you push? How much do you push?
Well,
That's
let's
just
find
more
out,
fast
shall
or
we?
clean.
This Blazer starts his
Yeah.
lap.
Blazer was on pole last time out in Monaco, broke the streak of Cuddy. I think he needs to go some if he's going to get pole again, but you never know. I'm amazed he has to keep that valid actually through turn 4 there.
Close, isn't it?
Jeez. Yeah. That's the thing about this track. That's the only way you can be fast is to really push the limits of it.
Yeah.
Right. Second chicane. Oh, missed the apex. Just kept it in. Of course, he's on the wheel. We can bring it back. Go that wide. If you go that wide on a pad, then you will be going over the curb. But because he's on the wheel, you can snap the car back
So you think this is better for the wheel than it is for a pad this track?
It's here and there. I think this is one of the ones where it's kind of in between.
Right.
I'm really
It's
seeing
interesting.
Wobbles with a 9.2. Goes second. Blazer
It's third.
9.3. Not enough. Goes third though. Webber.
Oh, you got a flag in
lap as well.
sector 3. Sector somebody.
Webber's invalid.
Oh, Webber.
That's
Mind
him
you,
done.
it's in pole at the moment.
Could be enough.
Okay, here we got Todd. Connor Todd is on the lap. They're coming up by the bridge. Second chicane.
No, he's done. No, that's him done. Too far on the inside curb. It's the curse of me, isn't it? Every time I watch someone.
No, I think they're just pushing, mate.
Yeah.
If it is the curse of you, we'll see in the main race, because it should all go beat on for them, because you've got to be covering just about everybody.
Yeah. Right, Raikkonen. Comes Raikkonen. He's got, again, one lap. One time to show it. Daniel P6. Blazer P3. Raikkonen slamming through the gears as he brakes for the hairpin.
I think Raikkonen might be on for a time here. He's in the 19s on sector 1, I think it was.
Alright. What about this last chicane? Now you got Glock coming across as well. Never mind. He's invalid. That was wonderful for the chicane from Raikkonen. It's going to be in the 9s. Fourth. Places Eco. Places Tom.
Second line on the grid.
Who
Tom is one of that.
No,
No, he's
slow.
not. Is he going to take a lap?
That's it.
No, that's it. He's pulled it out. He's pulled it out.
Well.
Okay.
Cecil Webber. Pole position, his first pole of the season.
He'll be happy with that, mate.
Very nice.
Yeah.
He'll be very, very happy. Webber's on 9 points coming into this race, so he's desperate for a good result.
Do you know what though, Brian, looking at it, you know, this is a very close top 4 and above, but top 4 on that little stint down to turn 1, mate. This is going to be awesome. Let's hope they keep their heads. And
bring the rain into the equation.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the rain because I'm looking at this lovely blue sky.
All going to go. It's all going to completely go. It's a very bright blue sky, actually.
Isn't it? That's right.
So,
kind of froze you a bit.
Yeah, so pole position, Cecil Webber, only the third driver to take pole position this season. We're at round 7. Shows a domination of Cuddy, but he's not there, not even in the top 10. But Webber will be on the front row with Wobbles in second. Great qualifying from the pair of them. Blazer third, with Raikkonen in fourth. Tom Eco in 5th, with Connor Todd 6th. Daniel 7th, and Glock never managed to set a time, but he'll be starting in 8th on the grid.
Yeah, that's excuse me. I think this is striking up to be a good mate. Now you can see a bit of cloud in the background as we skip through the frames.
This is my first question. Are people on intermediates? Looks like they are. Can you check race director for me?
I can do, mate.
I assume they're on inters. I see inters in the garage.
Can't do anything at the moment because it's still loading for me.
Oh. Hopefully there's no issue. Hopefully you do load in.
Oh, we're good, mate, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
I would, but obviously I've got to check in just in case any ready's up.
It's all the way through, mate.
Okay. Stuff. Well, that throws that little equation out of it. So, who's going to get the best start in this stint? My first name I'm going to pick out is Raikkonen, because I remember last season, especially in the China race in F4, he was really good in the wet. So he'll be looking... Oh, Vinny's readied up.
Rated Vinny.
Screenshot, please.
Yeah, I am, mate.
Or recording, whichever works.
No, I've got it.
Oh, Vinny, should know that by now. Been in long enough, and that's going to be pretty. I don't know whether that's his first time.
No, I don't think it is, mate.
I should know this by now. Should. It's a written rule.
Do you know what? I can remember when
Written
I first
rule.
started league racing, and I think I did it once, and that was it. Then I never ever touched the buttons again on the formation.
Nice. So simple. Right, do you want to take us through?
Yeah, sure. So starting 18th, we've got Quaker Oats in 17th. That's in the Red Bull. Sorry, in 17th in the Toro Rosso. We've got a couple left on the line. We've got Bodder. In 16th in the Williams is graded Vinny. In 15th, which I believe is the Haas, is RSF1 Scotsman. And in the McLaren in 14th is Koala VG. In 13th in the second Red Bull is Cuddy. And in 12th we've got Primus Gaming in the Mercedes. In 11th, Toip, we've got RSF1 Junior. 10th in the Alpha, we've got RSF1 Chow, and 9th for the Renault, we've got RSF1 Porter, CGN. I never normally read that out, you know. In 8th, in the what's my thing there? In the second McLaren is RSF1 Block. 17th in the Haas is Daniel P45. 6th is Connor Todd. Thought he might have finished a little bit higher than that, to be honest with you. In 5th in the Toro Rosso we've got Tommy Maniac, and in 4th in the in the Alpha we've got Raikkonen, and the top 3 stay guys we've got in the Williams LR Blazer Guns. In 2nd is Wobbles in the one and only Ferrari. And in 1st, your poll for today is CCRL Weber in the McLaren, in the Mercedes.
Mercedes, yeah. Thank you very much, Rebster.
That's all right, mate.
So 2 things from this grid. Obviously, Quaker, what can he do from the back of the grid? This is the worst qualifying for Red Bull by a mile. Normally, both of them have made it through to the top 10, at least one on every occasion. They're both outside the top 10, so for Kid Cudi, for me, this is the biggest question I wanted to ask that I haven't been able to ask. What can he do? What can he do when he's in the mid-pack? Can he claw his way through? Plus, you got Junior and Primus together, and they've had a little bit of history already this season, so let's hope keep that clean. Too late. What do you have?
Fingers crossed.
Right, there we go.
Here we go. I'll do the back, mate.
Here we go for 5 red lights for the Canadian Grand Prix. Long hold, and the lights out of the way we go. They struggle off the line with the grip in the intermediate tyres, but Webber's going to keep the lead. There's a Toro Rosso at the inside of Blazer to go into. There's a bit of tapping. There's 3 wide at the back.
Oh, no.
Junior's in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Oh, what's happened? Oh, it's Vinny's round. Are we going to get a safety car? Because normally that happens. The first set to 1, he gets himself going again.
No, I think we're going to be good.
Change, here we go. Oh, Webber. He'll go flying into turn 4.
No, he's not got damage. He did ride up on somebody's wheel. Junior's wide. Hold on, Junior's backside.
Nico trying to find a way past Blazer. Everyone's struggling for grip with the spray and the understeer as well. The rain's really severe, actually.
Oh my god, oh no.
Oh, there's a McLaren on the back. I think it's Glock. Is that Glock? It is. Oh.
The Bodder's made the move from Junior.
And the back straight for the first time. Glock's left the session. Going into the final chicane, a few people struggling for brakes as they go through. But so far, so good on lap 1. Only Vinny and Glock and Junior getting caught up in a few things, but away we go. As for the Red Bulls, Cuddy up 2, Quaker up 6. That answers my question. Good start so far for them.
Yeah, we've got Quaker Oats actually on the back of Cuddy, his teammate. Can they keep it clean though? Be careful, boys.
Doing alright at the moment. Everyone just kind of gauging what grip there is.
Yeah.
It's obviously difficult with probably with dry setup as our wobbles go straight on turn 6 and 7. Tomiko's going to go past him, and he does. Wobbles went straight on a yellow flag through sector 2. I think Blazer's round. He's spinning. Oh, it's the wrong way. Oh, be careful. No! For the junior, that was close.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh. He spun it, turn 6 and 7.
He's moving. He is
moving. Back the wrong way. Got no damage though. He's really struggling. He's got massive damage, yeah. Wobbles and Tom into the last corner. Oh, someone's going to back out. Wobbles has got damage already.
So I'm looking at Koala on the back of Quaker Oats.
Connor's got past Reich, and then they're running side by side from turn 2 as well. There's battles all over the place. They're going to run side by side here. And Riker's got back ahead of Connor.
Otto is having a go at Koala. Is he going to make it move? Oh, that's going to be close. It's better of it.
Oh, he's going to try
to have him on the next turn.
Going to have the inside. Oh, Koala. They tap the bang wheels. Oh, and Koala's trying to keep sticking in there. No, Bodder's got the position. Bodder's having none of that.
And Junior's pass as well. Just a little battle at the back.
Oh, Koala's not letting people go through that easily. Cuddy, meantime, has got past Porter, so he is gradually making his way up through the field.
Yeah, I'd like to spend a little bit of camera time on Porter. He doesn't get much blessing, so let's hopefully he's going to do a good lap for us, Porter, because he's having a little bit of a battle with Cuddy, I think.
Yeah, keeping the championship leader. Yellow flag set to 3. There's a problem for Primus. What's happened with him? Is he round?
No, he's moving.
He's gone slow. Oh, massive damage. I think he may have hit all the champions. He's lucky to keep going, though.
No, because if he hit all the champions, it'd be front right, wouldn't it? Unless he's come across the track.
Yeah, he's missed the pit lane, though, so he's got to go through a whole lap with that damage.
Yeah, he's not going to like that. Oh, Junior gets a 3-second time penalty.
Oopsie, Junior.
Taking your name over soon if he keeps that up. Scotsman gets a 3-second as well.
There's going to be a lot of that. It's going to be a lot of penalties.
Yeah.
Does Quaker have damage? No, he doesn't. So Rebels are gradually moving their way through. After a difficult qualifying, but Cuddy's got a Renault side barrier in between him and his teammate.
So Porter actually...
Pretty much everyone.
Yeah, past.
Oh, Porter's white.
Porter's made a mistake. Is Quaker going to get it back?
Overtake mode for Quaker. Porter hugging the inside, moving back across, which you can do. This is going to be who's going to back out. Someone has to.
Who is going to? They're not going to. Oh.
Porter's got the switch back on him. He's sticking on the inside. He's still got the inside line. And Quaker, Porter cut the corner, just give him room. Oh no, he's trying to get the cut back again.
He's gone round, hasn't he?
Yeah, he was trying to get the cut back again, and Scotsman just got caught out, lightly tapped him.
Unlucky Porter, unlucky mate, keep it going. And meanwhile, look, Junior on Bodder, these two are going to end up having a bit of a race today. They have a good race. It's Junior's nearly round again. Stay off the curbs, Junior.
Please. Everyone's really struggling. It's that. I know what it is. It's the that whole part Fermian thing. They probably all have a dry setup and they're just all desperately trying to go through. This is worse than yesterday. Right, so meanwhile up at the front, Webber, Tom, Wobbles, Raikkonen and Connor all kind of all kind of relatively close to one another still, this whole pack. Apart from the ones that stop, which is Primus, Block and Blazer.
Todd just picks up a 3-second time penalty. So they're going to have to watch their penalties up the front there, because it's going to prove big later on in the race, mate.
Yeah, Connor fastest lap. Where is Connor? He's on the back of... Oh, he's actually side by side nearly with Raikkonen for 4th. Nearly through. Rain is really quite strong, Brabster, actually.
It is quite strong, but it doesn't look as strong. It's coming down. Go on.
Massive slide through turn 4. Huge slide.
It looked bigger drops when it was in the pit lane. It looked heavier now, but finer, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, this is almost like near to full wet conditions, actually. Oh, it's
so.
up Connor, and again sideways Connor. Oh, he saved. Oh, but no, he's caught Daniel. Daniel's round, and he's hit. Oh, he's hit Kachal.
God, he missed that. I don't know. He must have cat-like reflexes.
That was so unfortunate for Daniel. He's got massive damage as well, and now he's trying to get out of the way. Oh, Daniel, he won in Monaco. And I thought his championship was going to be back on. There's still a long way to go, but that's going to really set him back. As Raikkonen swept past Robles. Robles gets the cutback, though.
Yeah, Wobbles gets a 3-second penalty as well for that.
Yeah. This is really tricky conditions. That was so unfortunate, because Connor, I could sense the slide, because he had a massive slide like a few corners before.
Hold on,
and then he went again.
Got to make some move. On Scotsman.
Oh, Scotsman's got to back out there, surely.
He can't go inside that far, mate.
Oh.
RSF1 just picks up a penalty.
That's his second already, by the looks of it.
Bodder is up to 9th already. I'm not trying to say this just because Primus picks up a 3-second penalty. I'm not saying this just because he's one of my teammates, but you know, that's a feat already in a way up to the 9th. Junior picks up another 3 seconds. Come on, Junior, stop that, mate. You know you can do this.
Both Bodder and Quaker made up the most positions. Quaker's up 10. Wow. 10 positions. And Bodder up 8. Tomico's had a good start. He's even putting pressure on Webber right now up front.
Right, but you need to do this on the track, rain. You've got to be kidding me. F1 never get rain. Quiznik falls a Ferrari. Here we go again.
Maybe this is a sign, Unity. Maybe every tier is going to get some rain of some form.
No, I don't want
to. Do you think
Connor Todd gets another 3 seconds?
What's he doing? 122s. That 122s. Yeah, I'm sure this rain is strong enough to be on potential full wet, but the track is not full wet yet.
No, it's not. Still got a dry line, mate, isn't it? The racing line is still quite dry for him.
All really struggling. So these two have pulled away. Wobbles, remember, has that damage, and he's now dropping back a bit. It's got Raikkonen and Todd. Cuddy's up. How's Cuddy up to 6th? Unbelievable. Kachal in between him and Quaker Oats has also had a good rise. Bodder, head of Scotsman.
Oh, when he picks up his first penalty, I think that's his first one. Raikkonen picks up a 3-second penalty. Porter is...
Tom, look at Tom. Oh, Wobbles. Jesus. Breaking. Yellow first set to 2. Now set to 3. What's going on here? It's Kachal. It's Kachal. Kachal's round.
Oh no.
But now he's spun at the hairpin. He's on the grass on the inside. He's dropped down behind Scotsman.
I wonder if he's coming on the hairpin where it bolts out, doesn't it? I wonder if it's gone too wide there and come off of the wall there and gone across the grass on the inside.
Yeah, possibly. Oh, he's got another one as well. That's 3 already.
Wow.
It's far too many. Koala as well.
Wow. And it's coming thick and fast tonight, Bundle. You'd be proud. Well, what have we got? They're starting to leak themselves out a little bit now. We've got Cuddy and Connor. They're having a little bit of battle here. Cuddy on the back of Connor.
Oh.
on the back of Raikkonen.
Also keeping an eye on Eco. Oh, here comes Cuddy. Cuddy, that's a bold move. Oh, decisive though. He's done it.
Nose to arse. Nose to backside. Oh, front wheel to back wheel, whatever you want to call it.
It's
good
That was a
racing.
lunge. That was a lunge, but it was determined. He got there, no contact. I mean, Connor does have damage from that little spin he had. Cuddy up to 5th.
Yeah.
And he is 6.7 behind the leader.
So we got where did Daniel P45 start? He's down to 15th. Connor top 5
he's had
second
the pit.
penalty. Exceeding track limits.
It's that damage. It's that damage on board of Connor. You get so much understeer, especially in the rain as well. It's just on a track like this where cutting is so easy.
Is he going to go in though? Just go in and get it sorted because if it's holding you up that much, you know he's not. He's a better racer than that, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, look at Tom. Webber doesn't look as controlled, I don't think, to Tom.
You can do it, Tom. He's staying with him.
That rain coming down heavily.
Keep it good. It is quite wet because the shadow in the water of that bridge as you go through onto the other side is quite blatant on the other side.
So Tom going to go for a lunge and a hairpin. He doesn't. Webber notices it, goes to the middle of the track. I think Tom is just biding his time. He's waiting for the opportunity. He knows, and I feel he does have the pace over the two. Still a long way to go on lap 10. No flag. So Williams, it's Blazer.
Oh,
His
Blazer.
horrible race continues.
He's
No
got
safety
no
car
wing.
though, because he keeps going. Oh, jeez, yeah.
He's got a lot of wing damage there. He's not going to be able to stay out on that, surely.
Cuddy's in. Cuddy's in. What's he in for?
I'm just trying to have a look, mate.
Enters. Enters again.
Wow.
Oh, Kachow's out. Not Kachow. Blazer's out. Blazer's out. He's on the back straight.
Gone.
Is that a safety car?
Is it?
That's it's on the back straight.
He's coming up in sector 2. It's a Mercedes or Primus, is it? Primus has gone past it, so it's not going to be a safety car, mate. It's cleared already.
Wow. Actually, I'm thinking I know what it is. Why a few guys are pitting. Intermediates. They do wear quite quickly. I can't remember how long they last, but it's only 10, 11 laps.
Yeah,
If you have really hard on them and they go, oh, Webber! Webber! Don't go wide.
Excuse me. So we should start seeing some movement then coming up. So if it's wet, I'd be cooling my tyres and that back straight, mate. Wouldn't you?
Yeah. Oh, Webber, this is the chance for Tom. He went that's a huge
And there
mistake in the
goes.
final corner, and Tom is through. Surely, but no, Webber's fighting back. Still got the inside for turn 1. Just keeps the lead. Oh,
Good racing though from this too, you know, in the wet. Racing like this, it's nice.
yeah. Just a matter of time, I think, for Tom, though, because he does at the moment have the pace. Wobbles is catching back up to them because of this battle.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He still has that damage. We cannot Raikkonen or Glock's had a spin at the hairpin.
Yeah, but
Damage
not
is
having a
again
very
as
good
well,
race.
so yeah, a couple having an absolute nightmare so far.
Yeah.
Right. So Cuddy's pitted.
Good. So there's quite a few still out there on their original tyres. A block 5 second time penalty speed in the pit lane. He is not having a good race. Oh, Porter nearly goes round. Now that rain, the direction of the wind, Brundle has changed. That rain's coming across the cars now.
Oh,
Not slowed
Tom.
down.
5 seconds. That's a bit. Oh, that's a bit extreme, isn't it? 5
What did we
seconds
get?
straight up.
What Tom did.
Yeah. Kachao again as well. Yeah, there's a lot of 5
seconds.
seconds popping up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big penalty, that.
First set to 1. There's a train. Where is that? That's Bodder, Scotsman, Kachao together. Keep an eye on the front too, though. Yeah, because
go on, brother.
yeah, I was on board with Tom with that 5-second one. He cut the inside curb of the final corner. That normally gives you 3. There's a lot of them popping up.
Yeah.
Oh boy, there's gonna be a ton at the end.
There might be a few. 5 seconds you can get reduced to a 3 if you haven't got warnings beforehand. I think.
Yeah, something like that.
So there might be a few going into stewards this week, maybe. Who knows? But we won't be worrying. Oh no! I think Scotsman's just gone into the back of. Yeah, into the back of Boddo's lost an end plate, I believe. Left hand side. Yeah. I think he has anyone.
Tom and Wobbles, another one. Both for the last corner. That last corner is really troublesome for everyone.
Scotsman makes the move.
Kachao again!
Oh,
How many's Kachao got?
Wow, he must be getting.
Jeez.
He's got to be getting close, isn't he?
That's at least. I say the one name that hasn't popped up, and this is my thinking now. There's so many that have got quite a few. Webber's got at least 1. Tom's and Wobbles has got at least 2. Raikkonen hasn't popped up. Neither's Quaker. They keep near the front. But this is the chance for Tom. Yeah, that would have been a lunge, but it's all good. Webber's really struggling. Look how slow he is.
Chao's got 6 penalties.
6? Jesus.
Yeah, he's got 2 5-second penalties. Penalties plus 3 warnings. 3 seconds penalty.
Oh!
Penalty plus 3 plus warning. Well done. There are a lot.
Yeah.
Penalties going around.
It's all going to be down if you completely
he gets
clean.
another one as well, Kachao.
It's Daniel. Oh, Webber defending up on the inside. Tom try to go through. Webber's so struggling at this moment in time. Wobbles could even have a look. All 3 of them going across the line. Wobbles have a look up on the inside, potentially. No. Filters back in. Raikkonen's having a look as well. O'Connor, who goes so wide at turn 1. Wobbles is up the inside of Tom. Backs out of it. Cleverly, though. But Webber at the moment, Rebster is the cork in the bottle.
Yes, he is, mate.
Oh, Tom's at the back of Webber. He's round. No.
Oh, Tom backs out of the way very sensibly. Nice move, though, Tom.
He's just got caught out.
Yeah.
I think I know what it is. It's because they've gone so long on inters. 14 laps. They're all struggling. Quaker's gone straight on. But I know what they're doing because the rain's easing off. Look at the rain. It's nowhere near as heavy.
No, it's not, mate.
And it's meant to dry up. So
who's just
what do you do?
Is that Glock that McLaren? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming out to be a lap car soon.
Raikkonen having a look. Webber's in. Webber's gone for the count.
Oh,
Gone for the pit
unlucky.
stop.
If Tom had just stayed on the back of him, he would have made his position.
Right, so Webber, does he come out in for Kachao? There's another one for Kachao. It's got to be so close for disqualification,
I was going to say,
surely.
it's going to get disqualified soon, I think.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Webber has come out behind Cuddy, who has already pitted. So Cuddy...
Right.
So this is the dilemma. The top 8 right now are on severely one inters. This is right at the edge of intermediates, but the rain is stopping, and we know it's going to dry out. So what do? You pit, you give up track position to Cuddy. Cuddy's, if everyone pits or decides to pit, he's in the lead. And then we go to dries when it dries up. Or do you stay out on severely worn inters who must... I'm telling you, they must be at least 60% right now.
And they've got to be, mate. They've got to be. But, yeah, see, I'd probably risk it for a Swiss split and stay out there. Because, like I say,
Oh, Cuddy. Cuddy, just get basket shout. Oh, touches him a little bit. Ah, Kachal recorded that. There was a little bit of a blip. Wobbles is in. Made the decision. Wobbles is in the pits. Look at Cuddy now. He's on the back of Bodder. And he's going to be through. This is child's play for Cuddy right now.
Yeah.
Feels so fresh. Oh, Jesus, Bodder.
Just thinking, but he saves it, doesn't he, but he does get him saved.
Does keep a save, yeah.
File for his second time penalty. I might just get a recording done and I can play that every time.
Yeah. Yeah, so look how quick Cuddy's going right now compared to everyone else around him. But he needs that range to keep going just a little bit longer. And he's going to take the lead. Raikkonen now leads. With Connor and Quaker, and then Tom and Scotsman. Those are the last ones. But they must know now.
It's not light enough yet, Michaels. It's not light enough yet.
It's not dry. It's just nowhere near. Still raining.
Might not be the good times for them.
Basically, Cuddy at the moment is in the driving seat. Raikkonen's in. Connor's in. Quaker stays out. Tom is in. Scotsman is in. So Quaker is the only one.
Ka-chow, another 3 seconds.
Oh my god, how many?
He's got a big gone.
On the back of Bodder.
Weather sticks at 121 in, mate.
Oh, side by side. Bodder still has the inside. Webber, who's also pitted, is flying up to the back of them. Chow gets by.
Julia picks up another penalty. Promise on the back of Brady Vinny. Brady Vinny comes into the pit. That leads to Primus.
Oh, Webber, careful. Yeah, Cuddy, I think, is in a huge position right now. Surely, yeah, I think those that haven't have to. They're struggling so much, they're going to crash.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the window's banging on. It's running through the pass now, mate, to be honest.
Yeah. It's Quaker. Quaker's the last one. If he pits, Cuddy's in the lead. Yep, that's it.
Now you watch the rain will stop. That rain is ever so light now.
Yeah. I still think, though, it's a good few laps away still.
Yeah, I think so, mate.
Look at Cuddy now, leading the race.
Scotsman. So hold on his tyres, 17 laps, they've got to be coming in soon, surely. Scotsman on fresh tyres, Junior's not in yet. Junior's still going on them tyres.
Yeah, as is Kachow. Kachow's up to second, but he's got Webber now, Raikkonen, Quaker.
The Toro driver just sticks in the fastest lap of the race so far. Wobbles gets a 3-second penalty. Oh, Wobbles. Be careful, man.
I'm guessing we've got at least another 5-6 laps till dry tyres, because it's still raining enough.
4 or 5, it starts coming down heavier again now.
Yeah. Oh, Webber, no! He's hit round. He's hit round Kachow. That was... Surely he's got to give that back, I would think. No, it doesn't look like he's going there.
He's not going to give it back, is he? That's a bit naughty.
Tapped him round. The fast set to 3. Glock is out.
Glock is retired.
Virtual. Oh, he's hit the wall of champions. There he is. Virtual safety car.
Oh, virtual safety car.
And Kachow, I feel for Kachal because he's just got past the pits. Now, surely Junior would pit.
Let's hope so.
Surely Junior pits.
It's a free pit.
Least cost less amount of damage. No, he's not. Sticking it out.
Junior.
Credit to him, he's sticking it out. I'm thinking actually, if he does pit, he's Oh, Raikkonen!
Oh, Raikkonen.
Speeding under safety car. Oh, I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to time it so he's accelerating as it goes green.
Yeah.
Now that's cost him.
Yeah, he won't be happy with that.
Cow's tyres.
He'll be getting his Elton shoes on with himself.
That's one thing. The Webber now. So now the roles are reversed. Oh, as Kachal nearly spins it. And he said it as well. He said how you say Kachal. So roles are now reversed, Webster. Webber now behind Cuddy is now on fresher tyres than Cuddy is.
Yes.
Chow stays out and gets another one.
He's got to be disqualified, surely.
Raikkonen's in. Oh, drive
Yeah,
through?
he's seen his penalty out. Yeah, he just got it in. He's speeding under the safety car.
Oh, I
Just safety car.
thought it was a 5 second, yeah.
No, it's drive through.
Oh, it's yeah. Comes out 8th though, so he's still the points.
That's alright, you're still in it.
20 laps from Kachal and Junior. How on earth are they not punctured?
I have no idea. No idea at all.
Well, that virtual would have helped them a little bit. Thing is with Junior, if he does, I understand with Junior because he's got nothing to lose. If he sticks it out and makes it, then he's got a chance of points because he's then with the top 10. If he pits now, he's well behind the top 10.
Oh, Scotsman bangs into the back of Bodder. Has got damage. His end plate. He has again. His end plate.
He has as well. Oh! Nearly hits the back of him. He's really... Something's wrong with his brakes, surely. Kachal's in.
I don't know if he's overeating his brakes or not. Going on what Bodder said in the interview we had with him, Bobble's just set the fastest lap. The rain should be going around about now. 20 minutes into the race for rain. We're lap 22 now.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like the skies are clearing, mate.
Waller's been round at the hairpin, gets himself going again. Right, so...
We go, Paul makes the move on corner, takes advantage of his mishap at the hairpin. That moves Porter up into 14th. And now all of a sudden the rain has stopped, I think.
Stopping. Yeah, it's stopped now.
So
this is the question now. When do you pit for dries?
I just watched Sid Junior comes straight in.
Don't go dry tyres.
No.
Oh, Cuddy's in. Cuddy's in.
Right.
But what does Cuddy do?
A little bit early, yeah.
What does he do? He can't go into dries, surely. He is!
He has.
Oh, that's far too early, surely. Yeah. Track's still damp.
Don't do it, Junior, don't do it.
Don't go for dries. You can't, it's far too early.
No.
DRS enabled is the key, isn't it?
It is.
Well, let's see.
21 laps. The Chow gets another free
Chow again. How's he not disqualified?
I don't get that. They haven't changed it in the game, have they?
I think so. Yeah, Cuddy's struggling. That's it. That is... Unless the track dries up incredibly. He's gone. It's gone. That meteoric start that he had That great work that he's had in the first 20 laps is all gone. Ruined. Too early. Far too early.
Yeah.
Still spray coming off the tyres as well.
Wrong in a minute. Oh my god.
Oh, Cuddy!
Cuddy. Oh, mate.
It's gone now. Straight under the hairpin. Try to defend the position, but you're on soaking wet, dry tyres.
Oh,
Connor speeding in the pit lane meantime. And what does he go to? Virtual, meantime. Dry tyres! No! Don't go dry tyres!
There's a few on them now.
Primus is in, he's got nothing to lose. Raikkonen pits.
Junior's in.
Porter and Daniel, severe collision.
No.
Too much going on. Raikkonen dries, Connor dries. Junior in.
He's definitely going to go on
Dries
tyres
as well.
past him. Yeah, mediums. Oh, you better hope this track dries up quick, lads.
Look at the spray.
Yeah.
With the spray coming off of those still on inters, it's not yet. Close, but it's not yet. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Right, so where are we at? Yeah.
Interesting race.
Connor. It's,
Yeah, Tom.
yeah, on board with
Tom,
Connor.
On bubbles. Here we go.
Oh,
Up the back straight.
on Wobble still in this. Fighting for a podium at the moment. Got Webber
Yes, he
leading
is.
with Quaker second. Yeah, so
Be patient, Tom.
yeah, look at the gap between Connor and Scotsman. That tells you straight away.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because he
definitely.
was with them and he's now 3.3, 3.4. It's going up every time you look at it.
Yeah,
Cuddy and
Junior's just-
Kachal as well.
Yeah, there goes Kachal.
There you go,
Disqualified for the
Kachal's gone.
session. I'm not surprised,
Oh, well.
unfortunately.
I've been there, Kachal.
Mate, I hate
It's-
driving in the wet. It's horrible.
It's easy to do.
I know Tim will do it well. I hope he's not because he's my teammate. But he normally
Oh,
likes doing the rain
Tom,
dance.
inside of wobbles. Side by side, through turn 6. Someone's going to back out
Oh,
surely.
be careful,
Oh,
boys.
Tom's through though.
He's through. He's made it stick. I think he's the faster car. I think it's Porter being lapped as well. Or is he pitted? No, Porter's on mediums. No, Porter's pitted onto mediums.
Yeah.
But the spray is
It's-
getting less off the tyres now. I would expect DRS any time now, mate.
It's getting close, but it was several laps too early. Oh, Tom's tapped the wall. Damage.
No, Tom.
Oh, no, was that him? No, it's the McLaren in front of him. Never mind.
Oof.
Kind of Koala, who's got to get out the way.
Come back on the
Does.
track, Koala. Good man.
It's alright. Tell you who else has done well out of all this. Bodder, 5th
Yeah,
place.
look in 5th place.
Just keeping back Scotsman, who's also done a good job there. Both well in the depths of Q2 and Q1 being eliminated, and they've done a good job.
Jake Moore
Right,
saying
back in.
nowhere near slick weather.
Yeah, Unity
yes, Luke.
has.
Yes, Unity has,
Yes. He done the thing that so many people thought I would do. I didn't. Haha. I
You're
won.
getting better.
Haha. That's the last time I mentioned it.
You're getting better, Brandon.
I did. Right.
Tell you
It's
what,
when you pit 4 dries.
Bodder could be on for some good points here, if not a podium, depending on penalties.
The only thing
Oh,
I'm...
no, he could have.
Wobbles, don't
30
you
seconds.
dare go for dries. Don't you dare go for dries, and why are you pitting? What are you doing?
He's going to go dries.
Dries. Nah, it's Inters.
Oh,
Inters, good boy. Good boy. Oh, but not good, boy. He's timed it wrong. DRS enabled.
Yeah.
No. Dry tyres. Get in, dries. Oh, that is so...
Now the rush.
Oh, whoa.
The rush is on there.
So
mate.
Bodder
Let's see.
onto dries.
Yeah,
Connor,
just
despite
timed it.
going too early, I think it's going to go out ahead of him. Is that a Mercedes? Mercedes or Primus? Yeah, so Connor and Cuddy actually haven't lost out that much. They've lost a win, but they still can get solid points. Still tricky conditions though. Oh, I really feel for Wobbles.
Yeah.
Really do. That was horrible timing. I said good
Yeah,
point, and DRS enabled.
I've done that exactly the same as that on a race before.
Oh,
it's horrible
so-
feeling. Horrible feeling.
Well, that's the podium gone. Well, he now requires Webber, Quaker, and Tom to drop it. Soft tyres to the end, easy going.
Yep. Quite look at speeding in the pit lane, 5 seconds.
Yeah. Comes in. Wobble's coming straight in, and he's going to drop behind. He's going to drop behind. Oh, Webber!
Wherever gets
Oh,
the
Webber's
pace.
dropped it! He's dropped out of the pits!
No.
No! He's got damage, he's got a penalty. Quaker takes the lead. He went too hard, too fast. It's still damp, remember? Oh, jeez, Webber. He was doing so well. And now he's under pressure. And it's also what I was saying about soft tyres, Rebster.
Yes.
Soft tyres were probably, you know, in terms of laps, but the track is still damp. Maybe mediums is the right way to go.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, Webber. Oh, no, no. He's now going to have Tom all over the back of him.
Oh yeah.
Outside, going for
Tom on
the
the
switchback.
softs.
Lovely.
Also. It's good racing.
Oh, no, no.
Good
Webber's
racing.
fighting back.
He's not going to be able to maintain that though without a win.
Someone's going to back out. Someone has to back out. Through the last corner, you can't go side by side through here. Oh, Webber just gets in front. Tom cuts the corner though. Oh. I think though he's giving room. Oh, nice load, Webber. Oh,
Webber.
this is getting rough and ready.
Our fighting elbows are out.
The elbows are out. Fastest laps are flying in. We're going to have to do penalties in a minute. There's going to be a ton of them
Oh,
to go
crap.
through.
It'll take an hour to read them out. When they're-
I think maybe just do top 5, maybe.
I love it now. Let's have a
I
look.
would help you, but
No, it's alright, mate. Right.
we'll do top 5. We'll gather that, and if anything changes from there, we'll go from there.
Right.
So Quaker first.
So Quaker has no penalties.
Ah,
He's got 3 warnings,
Webber.
so he's 1 away from penalties. Webber has a penalty plus warning, but it doesn't say how many. I'm guessing it's 3. Penalty plus
Yeah, that's 3.
warning. 2 penalties plus warning, so he's got 4 penalties and 1 warning at the moment. Tom has got 5-second penalty plus warning and warning.
okay.
2 warnings, penalty plus warning. So he's got 3 penalties. He's got.
That's Tom out of it.
Connor Todd is penalty plus warning, penalty plus 2 warnings, 5-second penalty, 2 warnings, warning, 5-second time penalty, penalty plus warning.
Oh, so he's got a load.
Warning, penalty plus warning. He's just got 1 as it's going down now. And
Yeah, so he's got a ton.
Yeah, he has got a lot. Penalty plus warning, penalty plus warning, 2 warnings. Penalty plus warning, so he's got 3
He's got-
penalties.
Okay, right, so Quaker as it stands has the win. And to be honest, he's pulling well away from Webber. He's got nearly 10 seconds on him, so that's so good. So So we might be in a situation here where right, you're gonna have to check Scotsman and Bodder,
surely.
because they may get a podium if they have no penalties at all.
I was just going to say that. Let me just check, mate.
Tom and Webber still getting at it. Yeah, just check those two and then that'll be it.
Yeah. So it's... Right, Scotsman and...
Quaker now has a penalty.
Okay, mate. Right, Scotsman...
While disqualified.
Scotland's got 3 penalties.
Right. He's just got another one.
Bodder has 2 warnings.
Oh, potential podium for Bodder. So at the moment... Hang on, I have to check leader.
So if anybody out there is declaring Bodder, tell him he's potential podium.
Bodder's on a cusp of a podium with him and his teammate Tom, who is desperately trying to get past Webber right now. They have been. But basically, as it stands, Toro Rosso are looking in the money for some huge points. Yeah. But this is boiling over right now between Webber and Tom. Webber defending up the inside. Tom has the DRS trying to get the good exit. Webber with a penalty. Straight over the curb. Surely this is it. And yep.
Yeah.
Finally, he's through.
What should I say? Forza Toro Rosso. Get it in there.
Scotsman has got past Cuddy for 5th place. So right, how far back? Yeah, it's really touch and go for Bodder in the podium right now, and he's got Wobbles catching him.
Away.
Either way, Bodder's got good points. Whether he's got a podium or not, I'm trying to work my head around it.
Did I do Cuddy?
Yeah, you did. 3 penalties. Oh, Daniel as well. So that's 3 people disqualified.
Penalties, yeah.
3. Jesus.
Wow.
Why are people cheering? The crowd are cheering.
I know. They'd like to see the...
Yeah, Wobbles.
Sticks in the fastest
Wobbles putting Bodder under pressure. Jesus. Yeah, this is going to be a very jumbled result. Very jumbled. Oh, Webber, not Webber. Wobbles is all over the back of Bodder.
Yeah.
Got DRS down into turn 1. What do I think is saving ERS? Is he? Yeah, he is. Wobbles up on the inside and takes the position.
Yeah, Bodder's being sensible where he's not fighting it. He's obviously a faster car.
Webber's got another one. It's all going to be about how many penalties you get in these last few laps.
Rimus is not having a very good race. I think he's got a few penalties now.
Yeah, 13th. I'm just going to quickly check Wobbles myself. Here we go. Oh, gee. Oh. Never mind. Never mind.
Stay on the racing. Stay on the racing, Brandon.
Yeah, sorry. Bias was coming through. He's got a load of penalties. It's for Bodder's benefit too.
Yeah, I know, mate.
He's got a ton.
Junior.
He's got an absolute ton. So this result is ridiculous.
I'll get to 3-second penalty. Takes this time away. Come on, Junior.
Connor's on the back of Webber. Webber's really struggling with that damage. Here comes Connor. Look at the speed. Oh! No, Webber's moving across. Oh, kind of recorded that. That's another incident. He's got another penalty.
Well, we're getting down to really good strokes now, Randall.
Driver of the day talk. Quaker has to be.
Where did he start?
Has to be 17 places on the back. Wow. He's going to win. I say he's going to win. He's got still lapping a bit.
Yeah.
In terms of positions, I mean, if they stayed where they are, I mean, it would be Scotsman as well. Big shout out for Bodder. I think he's going to leap up with those penalties that everyone else has.
See, I can't really say Bodder because it'd be seen as being biased, but if he got onto a podium for argument's sake, I think it would go, for me, would go to Bodder. if he doesn't get on the
Could be a
podium,
double.
he'll just miss out.
Could be a double podium for Toro Rosso.
Yeah, but how nice would that be? But it's not over yet. Let's wait and see what happens. So it's going to be over any time soon now.
Basically,
yeah,
long story short, this top 8 is going to shuffle around quite a lot.
Yeah.
There's Vinny, bless Vinny, he's 39 seconds behind the top 8. He's in 9th place. Raikkonen in 10th, Junior, Paul and Primus, they've all had a rough race.
Yeah.
But this guy, Quaker Oats, he had the massive setback of obviously qualifying down coming into this race, but he kept his cool, like his teammate, kept his cool on the first stint. Bided his time going through the field, didn't get any damage I don't think, and just pitted at the right time, and he's been on the correct strategy. Sauce to the end. Webber made the mistake to drop himself back, but take nothing away from Quaker. It's been a great drive, and this is going to throw him right back into the championship now with his teammate, as he comes out the last corner and takes victory in the Canadian Grand Prix.
Yeah, I think I'd be weaving across the track like that as well if that was me, mate. Well done, Quaker Oats.
Right, hold on to your cushions right now, because this is going to swap around. Webber penalty, I'm pretty sure. Scotsman to third. Is pretty sure Bodder may have dropped back a little bit too much.
Oh, lucky Bodder.
No, he does!
No!
He does!
Yes!
To third!
That's my driver of the
From
day,
8th
unfortunately.
Oh my god.
Purely because penalties, in my eyes.
What's that?
Bodder will take my driver of the day. I would say it would be Bodder, purely because of his penalties.
Close one with Quaker.
It is close, mate.
Could have a joint
one. It is close.
Right, let's run that through. Bodder went from 8th to 3rd. Jeez.
Yeah.
Double podium for Toro Rosso. They're going to be... You're ecstatic.
You bet.
And actually, to be fair...
I'm trying to commentate, so I've got to...
To be fair to it, right, it's been a Red Bull 1-4 and a Toro Rosso 2-3.
Yeah.
So, good stuff for the Hondas. Yeah, and despite everything, right, Rebster, despite everything, Cuddy still got 4th out of that.
Wow.
So, even with... This is the thing with Cuddy, right? He can have like a difficult qualifying and a difficult race, and somehow, some way, he still gets 4th. Don't know how.
No.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, Robert's pointing out Quaker started last. I did say that.
Yeah.
What a race, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that was all over. Right, let's run this down. So Quaker wins the race. Great stuff from him. Tomiko second, Bodder third, a double podium for Toro Rosso. They're going to be... This party's going to be brilliant. Big Cardi 4th. Despite the qualifying, still gets there. Scotsman Connor, Webber 7th, Wobbles 8th, Grady Viddy 9th, picks up 1 points. Raikkonen picks up a point there in 10th. Unfortunately, Junior, Porter, Primus, all out of the points after their very troublesome race, but... What was the other race that was... that had to take a breather at the end? Can't think what it was. Spain. I didn't think F4 could top Spain.
I think they just have, mate, to be honest with you.
When they have done.
Wow, what a race. Make sure you got your boxes ticked, lads.
Yeah.
Fantastic entertainment. What a race. Wow.
Right.
I've invited him. Is he not in?
I never think Quaker Oats got a mic, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's always not had one.
Sorry guys. Grade of Vinny, keep that out of the chat, please. Just put it in the story support, and when this is all done, try and keep that out of the chat, please. Yeah, I don't think Quaker has a mic, so.
Right. So,
Turn my headset down so you don't hear yourself twice.
okay, mate. Bodder. Who'd have funked it?
Get in, boys! Come on! Let's all have the podium. Let's go! Let's go!
I can't get overexcited because I'm commentating, mate. But bloody hell, well done, mate.
Yes, you can! Yes, you can! SDR!
I suddenly feel very outnumbered.
Yeah,
I'm like the really odd person to like a 4-person pub crawl that's just sitting in the corner at every pub, just keeping to himself. You've got these three just going wild.
Coming in, Bodder, run us through, mate.
Go on.
What a
Oh,
race.
jeez, man. Serious race, guys. Oh my god, like, where do I start? Starting in the back with Quake Roads. I got a bad launch. Quake Road bet me off the line. Fair play to him. Obviously went on to bigger and better things after that. Bit of scuffling in front of me in turn 1, turn 2. Managed to avoid that. Similar enough down the road and just held on to the car. Try not to get penalties. Got 2 warnings. It was close enough as I got. But, geez, major thank you to Timmy tonight. Timmy was on the ball. He was helping us out with our pit strategies, what tyres to go on, penalties and other drivers. Just overall fantastic stuff. So, good stuff for the STR guard.
Yeah, fantastic, mate, fantastic. Any time you thought it was going to go backwards for you or anything like that?
Not really, no. The thing that goes backwards is we rear end sometimes, but manage to hold it.
You did tonight, mate. You did tonight. Yeah, you're really getting to grips with this no assist lock, aren't you?
Well, I've ABS turned on, and but in the dry run, no traction, but in the wet, I'll run medium because it's a different ball game, but no traction in the wet.
Okay, right, okay. Well, mate, Brandon, any questions for our third place winner tonight?
Yeah, obviously, leapt up because he did a massive leap from like what was it, 8th, 9th in on track and then up to 3rd. That's the biggest leap I think I've seen because of no penalties compared to people who do. So yeah, very well done, obviously, because I know it's incredibly easy to cut corners around here, even if you don't mean to. So very well done. Your second podium of the season.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Are you thinking there's more to come? I think considering we get drama like this again, even without drama, I think as Rebs has said, your pace is getting quicker and quicker and getting used to it, race in, race out.
I wouldn't say that. I think by lucky it's I got third above the penalties, but if the penalties weren't there, I probably would have been around the 7th, 8th mark, I think. It's pretty much down to iRacing. Every corner you cut in iRacing is 1 point. You're down 17 points per race. So it quickly adds up. You get 17 points in the race, you're removed from the race. So I cannot cut any corner in iRacing. That's where I'm getting that from.
Okay.
But yeah, I think
Interesting.
based on top 10, that's what it. I'm just lucky with penalties. The other guys got them.
I wouldn't say it's lucky. I think that's just good driving, mate. You get it in the right place in between the lines. Yeah, that's good. That's
I'm saying
not,
it's a compliment.
yeah,
thank you.
absolutely. That's definitely not lucky.
No,
That's definitely mate. That's skill.
Yeah, definitely room to improve though.
Oh yeah, always. Okay, thank you, Bodder. Congratulations.
Nice one,
mate.
thanks, guys.
I'll come and have a beer with you in a minute, mate, when we practice.
Go on, take it easy, guys.
Take it easy, man. Be good. Over to you, Bundle.
Yeah, we didn't decide who was gonna interview who, but never mind, that's fine.
We're on it.
Right, Tom Eco, second place. Another good result.
Yeah.
It seemed to have like an up and down, if you don't mind me saying, start to the season. You seemed to have a good result one track and then it's like a difficult one the next. So I think if I remember rightly, you had a difficult Monaco.
Came second.
I second. What am I talking about? Yeah. Sorry, but I think it was the race before, wasn't it?
Yes, probably. I can't. If it was a bad result, I've probably forgotten about it.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, I think it was Baku and Spain. You had a difficult
yes,
race.
It was. Yeah, last lap in Spain.
Difficult two races. Yeah.
Baku,
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good stuff from yourself this race. Yeah, just basically kept in the strategy. You're gonna have to remind me, bear with me, and remind me what strategy you did, because there's a lot in that race to sort of get my head around, especially with the intermediates going to dries, who was pitting, who was going on to dry tyres. You pitted correctly, if I remember rightly.
Yes, I did inters, and then obviously me and Buddha noticed that when Timmer was informing us that everyone started going on to the dries. So we wanted to see how their tyres were going, and Timmer, who was being our engineer for the race, obviously did a great job and kept telling us that the ones who went early were just losing loads of time. So me and Buddha kept going around a couple more laps, and then Timmer at the very perfect time to tell us on softs, and then we were pretty much gone at that point. So I did inters into softs, which worked out very well for me and Buddha, it seems.
Yeah. Obviously, the key moment, I think, for me in that last stint was getting past Webber. He seemed to be really tricky to get past. You were trying every which way.
Bro,
Yeah.
I've never screamed that guy's name so much in my life. From the start of the race, I was stuck behind. I mean, look, in the race, obviously, he was frustrating the hell out of me, but I mean, he was doing an amazing job of keeping me behind him. I could not get past him. And I knew I had the pace on him. I knew I was the faster car, but I just could not pass him.
You had to get by.
I had to, and who was behind me, Wobbles, was just gaining and gaining and gaining on me due to the fact that I just could not get past Webber. And in the wet, I like to think I had the fastest pace, but I just could not get past it.
Yeah, it seemed to be. Yeah, that was it. I remember before you guys, because you stayed out longer on intermediates than Kid Cudi did. Kid Cudi tried to get the undercut, which worked initially for him. But before you pitted, it was like Webber was the cork in the bottle, because you had you, Raikkonen, Connor Todd, Wobbles in there as well. Yeah, it must have been a stressful time, but you did it and you got it, and I presume you're just as happy as these two here. I say two because Repster, let's face it.
Very happy for our garage at Taurus. So we've done incredibly well, and I mean, it's just phenomenal to have two of us on the podium.
STR,
You better
STR.
believe it.
Yeah, in terms of constructors, obviously for yourself, it's a big result for you. You will leap ahead of Raikkonen, and definitely Kachal because he got disqualified. Probably had a Daniel as well, actually, with that result. So that will put you third, a bit behind the two Red Bulls in terms of the drivers, but constructors as well. That puts you ahead of Alpha, and probably ahead of Haas as well, into second to chase down the Red Bulls. Now the Red Bulls obviously have had a good, strong start. Do you think you and the SDRs, as Potter called them, think you can challenge the Red Bulls? Still a long way to go. Can happen.
I mean, like exactly said, we've got a long way to go, but I believe in our team, and I mean, I feel like every race we're just getting better and better. I feel like, obviously, every race Buddha is doing, he's getting better and better and quicker with the no assists, which is just gonna, like I said, at the end of the season, Buddha, you're gonna be flying, dude. And personally, for myself, I feel my race pace, like you said at the very beginning of the season, I had a shocking start to the season. But I feel like as the races are progressing, I found myself getting into Q3 every time, and also being at the front of the pack. So I feel like my race pace is getting a lot faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, for all
so-
the abuse we take for driving lawnmowers, we're second and third. And also there's another Honda in first.
Well, the lawnmower has got 4 at the top 4. Honda Power got top 4, so
But another Red Bull
Good
got
day.
fourth as well.
yeah, Scotty was 4th.
Oh, do you know what we should do is pile all our points into like different
Just
engines.
despite, I don't know how he got 4th, despite the race he had, but yeah, he somehow got it. Yeah, nothing else. Anything from you, Rebster, to Tom?
Anything. You bet. Well done, Tom. Congratulations, mate.
Thanks, buddy.
Great points. Absolutely fantastic points for the Toro garage. I'm so pleased for you guys. Not that I'm being biased because I am obviously commentator. I get it, Toro. Well, what a fantastic race, mate. I could be happier. Just congratulations. You deserve a nice cool pint now, mate, without a shadow of a doubt.
Oh, you know what, guys? As well, just to include this. Do you know what else happened today?
Go on.
I
Pass your
passed my
driving test.
practical. Yeah, exactly. Buddy. I passed my driving test today.
What a guess.
Hey, nice.
Double congrats there. You're on a high, mate. He's on a high.
double
Yeah,
congrats,
exactly.
yeah.
Fair play, mate. I haven't got any more
Great.
races. I'm just over the moon.
Great stuff. Yeah, I presume you're going to watch the race back, Tom, but noticed
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a bit in qualifying because you were battling with wobbles a bit in the race, but notice in qualifying, me and Rebster, we have a little bit of a competitive moment in Q3 when we realised, oh, Tom is second and wobbles third. Hang on a minute. I'm Ferrari, Rebster's Toro Rosso. Yeah, great result.
I'll be sure to watch it later on tonight.
I just thought I
It
could
was a
back you
good
guys
race.
up tomorrow,
Crazy.
mate. Wednesday.
Crazy,
That'll be
crazy,
icing on
crazy
the
stuff.
Brilliant.
Obviously, unfortunately, Quaker's not joining us, but I'm sure he's excited with that. Great result from the back of the grid. Yeah.
Driver of the day.
F4 have delivered. Yeah, F4 have delivered once again. There hasn't been a quiet race. There hasn't been a quiet race from F4. What?
Driver of the day, mate. We've got to do it.
Can we have a joint one? They had a joint one like was it yesterday or
Well, I've gone for Bodder because to come from where it came from into third.
and no
but they-
penalties. I think the no penalty thing sways
Throws
me a
it.
bit.
Yeah, Quaker Race
Yeah.
just came from the back and got first. So, but no penalties for Bodder, and that would be my driver of the day.
Yeah,
Oh, thanks, Chris.
I'd say Bodder just, but not saying that Quaker's drive was any less
No,
less
absolutely not.
spectacular.
To win a race, huge congratulations to Quaker Race.
Yeah.
Bodder's my driver of the day.
Nice one, guys.
Actually, yeah, I'm just thinking about the races before today. I don't think there's been a quiet one. There's always been something. Monaco was quiet because he had no safety cars. Yeah. Yeah, I think actually of all the races, I think Monaco's the one that has been the quietest.
I think,
Apart from that.
Unlikeliest as well.
I think
Yeah.
Division 4 probably holds the record now for the most disqualified drivers for penalties.
3 in 1 race.
Was there 3?
3 in 1 race.
Yeah.
Kachal, Daniel, and Koala.
Dang.
Dang, yeah.
There you go.
I mean, we were sensing Koala. The other two was kind of a surprise because, names are popping up every now and again. But Kachal was always noticed him, and it just went, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know where I suddenly just got hit with a 5-second stop and go,
I saw
which-
that one as well.
which came out of absolutely nowhere. So
Yeah, I did see that one. I was on
very
board with that one.
Yeah, that was very frustrating because I had 2 warnings, which and then I cut the corner and I was like, and I didn't even look at it properly. I was like, okay, I got a 3-second time penalty for corner, and then Tim was like, yeah, you got a 5-second. I'm like, huh?
Well,
Right,
yeah,
there we
I'm
go.
gonna wrap things up. Yeah. What a race, Webster. What can we say?
What a race.
Brief, I guess. The rain obviously threw it. No safety cars. There was a couple of virtual safety cars there though, so was a bit. few people, quite a load of people had brilliant races. Few are very keen to move on to France, I'm pretty sure. But I'm sure they will be back. And Cuddy answered my question. No idea how, but he answered my question of how is he going to deal with the pack at the start, and he does, and he got 4th place. Keeps his lead. It's been cut, but keeps the lead. I mean, he was going to anyway, but has been cut a little bit. And then you got others in there as well. Tom, Bodder coming into pace. So good times are ahead.
Yeah,
They certainly are. Let's see if Division 1 can match this tomorrow night.
Nah.
No pressure. No pressure, F1 tomorrow. Goodness. Yeah, so yeah, as Webster pointed out, the F1 boys go at it again tomorrow, 8 o'clock, same time as usual. Then Webster will be driving himself on the driving the track himself on in F5 on Wednesday, and then F3 will be finishing off these boys in F4. But they got France to look forward to next week at the Circuit Paul Ricard. Yes, hopefully they can have another entertaining race there. So, from myself, Brundle, and Rebster here, thank you for your company, Rebster.
Oh, you're welcome, mate. I enjoyed it. It was lovely.
Very good, yes. And your top 3, which was Bodder in the Toro Rosso with Driver of the Day. Second, Tom Ecomaniac win the Toro Rosso. And Quaker Oats in the Red Bull with the win. This has been RSF1 Tier 4. And take care. See you next time.